Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We just finished meeting up with the patriarch here, and now let's go in and check out our base. Notice this dude Diligent Joe, his secretary, is shivering his ass off, and then of course those guys are the henchmen right there, so
yeah.
I'm imagining that's why fighting that guy would be a good idea. What is this take thing about?
Pleased to meet you,
Oh,
Rangers.
talk. Alright.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
What were the Dorseys after? Why are these alarms going off? We'll ask this question. What were the Dorseys after?
The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
Angry robots. Why are there angry robots? This place is ours now. Easy enough. We'll be right back.
Thanks. I can hardly hear myself think.
Alright, it says enter the war room and wake the base's main systems.
Alarm. I read alarm. A warning to you is over. Visit a secure government facility you commit trespassing against. If authorization or you will be defeated.
Alright, well, we woke up these bots and they're very angry. So remember, we put on the Ranger badge and it gave us +1 to kiss ass. We can ask questions, or we can just do a skill check saying we are the Arizona Rangers, a successor unit of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. We are government representatives. We don't have that one. And all the rest of these, I think, mean they will just attack us, so we'll do this.
Please hold accelerator.
The robots have seen better days.
Still accepting remain on hold. Authorization provisionally accepted. Servitors will remain watchful on you.
Alright, so that worked. So let's go log in here and turn off the alarms. This terminal is dusty and old, but when you press the power button, it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirs for the first time in years. This looks like something out of Terminator 3 or something. As it boots up, security alert flashes across the display. Every attempt to access a menu is met with command access only. Eventually, you query the machine for command's identity. It replies, command empty, designate new command. So we will install ourselves as the command. Camera flashes above the monitor and terrible photos of your faces slowly appear on the screen line by line. Command recognized, security alert canceled. Alright, there you go. We're in charge now.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the 3rd blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished them. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
So you're looking for protection when they attack? Are you asking us to become assassins? You need us to round them up? You want us to act as emissaries to your children and make peace? I think he wants us to round them up.
Ain't you smart? I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP.
Alright, so that's our mission. Round up his 3 kids and bring them back.
And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
Alright, well now we gotta bring them home alive. What if taking your kids alive is impossible?
You've already done the impossible by making it here. I trust you. Find a way to make it possible. Now, let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know?
We'll need more background on your kids before we go after them. We have a few things we'd like to ask about the horse in the ambush. Or we could do a barter check. If we had barter, we could say thanks for the briefing. Alright, let's ask for some more background on his children.
What do you want to know?
For one thing, you must have plenty of competent people in Colorado. Why ask us to deal with your children?
Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else.
So only trust the people immediately around him?
Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshalls, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death. That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest.
Alright, fair enough. What should we know about Victory?
Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds.
Delightful.
Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well.
Oh, thanks for letting us know. There were other survivors from our convoy. That's great news. You better not hurt those Rangers. We'll go with the first one. Great news.
Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them.
Alright, what kind of a man is Valor?
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt.
So, essentially the opposite of Valor?
Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. Took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city.
Alright.
No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
So that sounds like the first of the three kids we should go after is Valor in order to get the oil back on. So who are the Gippers?
Crazy cultists worship an old U.S. president as a god. Trouble is, they're the only ones who know how to refine oil anymore, so we gotta play nice.
Alright. Tell us about Liberty.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
You're expecting her to usurp you. Sounds like she's a born leader.
At least I raised one.
Thanks for the info. We'll do our best with them.
You'd better. Anything else?
Few things we'd like to ask about the Dorseys in the ambush.
Uh-huh.
Why do you say the ambush was your fault?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure.
Okay.
Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility.
Just by saying words. Alright. Who are the Dorseys?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wipe them out years ago, but mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most.
Do you think Vic, Val, or Liberty were behind the attack on our convoy?
Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them.
Probably Liberty. Alright, enough about the Dorseys.
Good. What else do you need?
What else do we need? Nothing. Thanks for the briefing.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me, and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do.
Alright, sir, yes, sir. Sounds like a piece of cake, Dorseys. This will be a pleasure.
That's what I like to hear. I expect great things from you, Rangers. Do good work.
Alright, we shined them on and got a reputation point out of it.
All right, let's move out.
And our characters leveled up again. And those are the Patriots men leaving. That looks like Jody Bell. And alright, so here we are in this room. Mission log, blah blah blah. We'll get to that in a minute. Got some containers over here. We can loot and get some armor that isn't very good. And some more stuff. Weapon and armor mods. Once installed, they can't be removed. That's the important thing to remember. And we'll talk more about modding later when I actually do it. Alright, lock picking. Open the desk and get some money and a cigarette. And some more money. And some more money. And some money and some empty cans of Aquanet. There you go. And a radio. That doesn't work. Alright, let's look at our characters here real quickly. Alright. Attributes. We have an attribute point. Alright. And this guy's main skill is melee combat. So that's strength, coordination, and speed. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button there. So we got good coordination, good strength, and good speed. So we'll put a coordination point in here because it gives you more action points. So we'll put that there. And then moving on to the skills. Hard ass, melee combat, armor modding. Well, we'll just stick with what he's got for right now. So we put all the points into melee combat and 1 point into hard ass, so let's do that. Alright, now as far as this guy, lockpicking mechanics, small arms. Also has 6 points. I don't really like this character at all. So we'll put 5 points into sniper rifles and 1 point into locksmithing. I just don't like the way the skills of that character are laid out. And we'll put 1 into coordination. Alright, going back into the inventory of this guy. Sorry, there's so many of these things here. Good grief. Stop tutorializing me. Snipers are very important. Ideally, you'd have it matched up with sneaky shit, which we don't have. So we're gonna make this guy a sniper for now. So because he's a sniper, we'll give him a smoke screen. And definitely want to increase his critical chance, so we'll equip that. And we'll switch back over here, and we'll give this guy the scrap armor. Whoops. And switching back real quickly, we'll give this guy this other piece of armor here. And these are mods that we don't really want to use just yet. Alright, so that's that. Alright. So we've got a sniper slash small arms guy. And we've got a melee guy with melee weapons. And we'll give him this other snowball. Just for yucks. So that's leveling up those two guys. Again, your mileage may vary on all this. I don't like these characters because I don't think they're... This guy's skills are okay coordinating together, but this guy's skills don't at all. So we're probably going to replace him at some point. So just keep that in mind. Because I wouldn't put these together. So the lockpicking, sniper rifles, in my opinion, would go well with sneaky shit and animal whisperer. So we're going to probably replace him at some point. So let's go see what everybody else has to say outside.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got. Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Alright, it says your squad can have up to 6 members, no more than 4 can be rangers, the other 2 can be filled by companions, unique NPCs who want to help out. But what's not included here is companions each have their own motivations and stuff like that. So if you piss them off, they could leave your party. So you got to keep that in mind when you're making your decisions here. There isn't a whole lot of going back and correcting things you've done wrong here. Pretty much decisions you make have a long-reaching impact on the rest of the storyline in the game, so keep that in mind. Alright, we'll just skip to this and say show us who you got lined up.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Alright, so it does cost money to replace people, so that's why we're going to hold on to this guy for now, because it costs money to get rid of him. So here we'll add someone. And they've got some pre-made characters, some of them are good and some aren't. Just looking at these off the top of my head. This character, Banshee, is set up good, I think, for a sniper. Animal Whisper and sneaky shit, so I would say she would be a good choice. If that's a she. Black Eye Betty here is probably a good choice. Brawling Hard-Ass Survival. Butterfly might be a good choice if you want like a ninja type character. Preacher looks okay. Ice I think is really good. Sniper rifle, sneaky shit, weapon modding. You know, some people add a character like Devlin and just max them out of modding. Add them in when they want to do any modding and then drop them. So you could do that. Sasquatch. Thunder might not be too bad. Big guns and explosives. Yeah, so that's all them. We'll create our own character. And it says hiring cost 0. Later on it gets expensive to hire new people. So you don't want to spend much more than you need to on doing this. So we will hire a new recruit here. Monosyllabic name, of course.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Let's do this shit!
Damn!
If you want to brawl.
Enemies on
New targets in.
They've spotted. Oh man.
This is not the best way to begin an engagement.
Come and get it, scumbags!
Come and get it, scumbag!
Alright, so you can choose their voices. Background, this is pretty important here. So Bookworm gets an experience bonus. Desert Cat gets a +1 to perception. Disciple of Metal does extra fire damage. Explodomaniac does an explosive damage bonus. I think this is one of the strongest ones, either one of these two, for this character we're about to build. So I think we're going to go with the explosive damage bonus and make him an Explodomaniac. Alright, so now we're going to continue, I think. No? How do we continue? Oh, that's how. Alright, we just go back. Alright, appearance. Face. And you can alter the complexion down here at the bottom. And then you just back out of it when you're done. We'll make him bald. No beard. Helmet. Put on that. K-pot. Jacket, even though the other guy already has this one. And is it heavy pants? Heavy legs. Armor color, so you could just leave it as the default. Physique, we're going to make this guy gigantic in every way. Alright, portrait. There isn't really one that fits here. So we will just select this. Or actually, how about this one? This will signify this guy. Starting weapon. Want a heavy weapon. We got a machine gun there. Attributes. So I don't like to select the attributes first. I like to select the skills first, because the skills tell you what attributes you have to be good at. So we're going to invest this guy into big guns, which includes machine guns and flamethrowers. So we've got 11 points to use. So we'll put... That'll give us this perk Terrorizer, make it available to us. Or we could do suppressing fire. So let's do 3, but we got to do awareness, coordination, and strength. So now that I've selected my weapon, I go back to the attributes, and I just want to confirm it's awareness, coordination, and strength. Alright, so go back to the attributes, so you're going to minus all the rest of these ones. And then we'll plus up awareness and strength, and then put well, this will give us a huge con bonus, this will give us a range damage bonus, and this will give us action points. So we can max the next one out, and I know probably balancing it is a good idea, but I'm a moron, so we're going to max out awareness here. And have this guy kind of be our point man. And then we'll put 2 points into coordination and 1 point into strength, which is going to give him a lot of hit points. So that's how we're going to do the attributes for this guy. Alright, so skills. So we've got 7 points left. So big guns. We're going to go explosives for 2. We're going to go toaster repair for 3, pardon me. And the other guy already has hard ass, but we will take 2 in hard, or just 1. How many do I need? Actually, can I get the next level of big guns? We'll go to 4 in big guns, and eventually when we get rid of the other guy, we'll put hard ass on this guy. So that's this guy's setup. Alright, now the quirk. Quirks are completely optional. It is a bonus and a penalty. You can only assign it here in the creation screen. So those pre-made characters don't have quirks. So if you want quirks, another reason to replace them. Alright, so Doomsday Prepper, probably a good choice for your tank, although we can't read any skill books. But we've got Pyromaniac, which gives us a 15% chance to catch on fire when using fire explosive weapons, but it gives us a 25% fire or explosive damage, and we want that. So we're going to choose Pyromaniac. Alright, so that is Otto, our first made character. Alright, and now we're going to add another character. So we've got sniper rifles and melee weapons. I'm just trying to think of what other people are going to have. Alright, we're going to make our own recruit again. Alright, let's look at the starting weapon and skills. Brawling. I definitely think we need a guy who is a brawler. We could get one later on though. You know what? Let's build another melee combat. And I know you're saying why, because this other guy's a melee combat. Yeah, maybe we should wait. Alright, let's do an automatic weapons person. Coordination, awareness, and speed. So we'll put 3 points into that. Go back here to these attributes. And coordination, awareness, speed. So speed gives you tons of initiative, and that's always good. We already have tons of awareness in our other character. So maybe we just need lots of action points with this one. And then we'll minus from luck, strength, intelligence, and charisma. We'll do that. So max coordination, awareness, and speed. Starting weapon, assault rifle. Do they really even have like a stocking cap thing? I don't think they do. Alright. There we go. This jacket isn't really the jacket of a guy with an assault weapon. scavenger jacket. And work pants. Alright, so that's this guy. Skills. Automatic weapons. It's just funny because I know there's going to be characters later that are going to render this guy obsolete, so we'll do one to kiss ass. I'm just trying to think ahead in the game and which people we're going to end up with. And all right, we're going to do one to kiss ass, one to weapon modding, and we'll do 3 weird science and 1 more to automatic weapons. Alright, sorry about that. Sometimes it's very hard to choose. This one I'm going to take the skill called Prospector. Occasionally discover gold nuggets while digging. It's so valuable to get as much money as you can in this game. So that's what we're going to do. The guy's name is Harm. I don't know about that.
Spot.
Get ready.
Background bookworm. No. Mopey poet. I think that one's always good. Raider hater. Bonus damage to people. Whatever, we'll just leave that as his name. Alright, so we got an automatic weapons guy here with weird science and kiss ass. We've got big guns, toaster repair, and explosives. Sniper rifles, probably going to be replaced. Melee combat, definitely going to be replaced. So that's our squad.
Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need. But if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it.
Alright, surveying the base sounds good. We should get the place staffed up. Any ideas? Patriarch says Sheriff Daisy needs our help. Not interested in that. We want to go after the Patriarch's kids. As tempting as that would be, I don't recommend that at first. I think it's a good idea with this game to start slowly. So we will survey the base.
Perfect. That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping before I toss it all out. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
Alright, thanks for the info. I don't really know if you're going to gain a lot more knowledge talking to him.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are going to need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet.
What do you have to offer us? Thanks, we'd use the help. No thanks, we'll manage on our own. We'll ask him what he has to offer.
Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy.
So we'll take him on. I mean, he's probably spying on us on behalf of the Marshals anyway, but it would be good to have a local with us to get a lay of the land. So we'll say thanks, we can use the help.
Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Alright, so we got him as a companion here. Alright, so there's no reason not to take them along provided you maintain their loyalty. So that's what I was kind of talking about. So what you can do here is you can talk to
Rangers, good to see you.
and go into manage here.
Sure thing. Let's have a look.
And what you can do is rearrange the people in your squad. So what I recommend doing is taking your sniper and moving him to the rear. And if you don't do it individually like this, it'll just swap spaces, so that might not work very well. As you can see, he's got automatic weapons, he's got automatic weapons. That's going to give them more of a standoff ability. He's got sniper rifles, longest ranging weapon. You want him farthest away. And we're going to put Otto as our tank here. And so he's up front, he's going to lay down fire and suppress everybody. And that'll let these guys do their thing. Alright, so we're done with that.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Alright, so then let's go in here and manage everybody. So this guy probably needs the armor that this guy has on. But we will give him that. Alright, so we're going to give this guy the scrap armor. And we'll give him the XP bonus for now. Alright, so melee guy has a little bit of armor. This guy needs some armor, and we'll take the top armor off him and give it to that guy. And he has Kiss Ass as a skill, so we'll give him the badge to give him extra Kiss Ass. Whoops. Critical chance of 10. So we'll keep this one free of everybody for now. Alright, we got to give this guy better weapons. So we can give him the Winter Warrior. And then we've got a Rust Bucket. We've got the Army Rifle. And so the Army Rifle is the best one. And it uses different ammo. And that is key, because you'll run short of ammo. So we'll give it as a secondary. Alright, Quan's rifle also uses 7.62, so we really want him to have a 5.56, or we'll give him this Hailstorm as a secondary. That guy's good. This guy needs a machine gun. War Pig. And for a secondary weapon, we could give him a flamethrower. Roasty toasty. Don't have a lot of flamer fuel though. But 7.62 is going to be used by a lot of people. So why don't we give him the flamethrower? It says those weapons ignore armor. And then we'll give him the rocket launcher as well as the secondary. And if we ever get a brawler, we can give him that thing. And we're going to save this, and this is just not in use right now, at least until we run out of flamer fuel. Because we got a lot of people shooting 7.62, and I think we're going to burn through that really quickly if we gave it to him as a primary. Alright, so now that everybody's got weapons and stuff, you want to go through and make sure everybody's weapons are loaded. You can see this guy's secondary weapon is not loaded. And the last thing you want is to get into an encounter with an unloaded weapon. So, alright, let's go survey the base. And that way this guy's out front, so we'll go to this door first.
What a stink. Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean of bleach to get it ready for customers.
I'm sure they have lots of bleach laying around. Desiccated husk of a man is little more than a skeleton covered in papery skin. First aid, search for a cause of death. Simple case of starvation, dehydration, but the corpse's ankles and wrists show some scarring as if he was chained up for a while. Alright, another corpse. Female corpse is bloated and putrefied. One of her arms is entirely missing. Black ichor oozes from her swollen torso. Search for a cause of death. Looks like the missing arm had nothing to do with the woman's demise. It had been expertly removed and stitched up long before she died. Instead, she appears to have died of an infection or illness. You notice the same scarring in her ankles and wrists as on the other corpses, most likely from manacles. That's a nice way of saying handcuffs. The torn skin suggests that they were frequently moved. And if we had first aid 4, we could get more info, but we can't. Alright, pile of corpses in this corner. Search for a cause of death. People died in a variety of ways, most of them violent. Bullet holes in one, a crushed skull in another, a cut throat on a third. They all have the same scarring on their ankles and wrists as the other corpses, most likely from manacles, blah blah blah. This leathery corpse is missing several of his digits and facial features. Looks like the exposure to extreme cold took this person's missing extremities. Scarring indicates that this may have happened multiple times over several years. But it wasn't the cold that killed him. Open wounds across his back indicate that he was whipped to death. Same scarring, trafficked by slavers. Alright. Alright, it says pick lock, locking impossible. So here's a vault that you need a code to open. Alright, nothing else in this room.
A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
Alright, here's a vehicle. We'll pick some locks. Lunchbox. Energy cells. Strap. Alright. Terminal displaying information about the base systems. All seems normal right now. Recall service. Elevator platform. Loud grinding emanates from the huge trapdoor near the garage's entrance. The smell of rusted metal sparking fills the room. So that didn't work. Logs were destroyed in a server wipe. All unresponsive. Alright, so nothing there. Pick lock on this locker.
Tired of gridlock? Sick of dodging reckless drivers? Fed up with paying a fortune to shady mechanics that never actually fix your car? Consolidated Atomics has the answer. Introducing Hermes, the revolutionary vehicle AI that's an expert driver, navigator, and auto mechanic all in one. Hermes remembers your daily commute, gathering up-to-the-minute traffic reports to plot the quickest route to your destination. The AI also takes care of basic maintenance, keeping your vehicle in peak condition. Visit your local dealership for information on a Hermes upgrade kit today. Consolidated Atomics, 21st century solutions for the problems of today.
All right, how quaint. Pick another lock here. Got some repair kits. Can use it to repair vehicles and robots. Speaking of robots, busted slicer dicer. This enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. It twitches in a puddle of its own fluids. Its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. It sounds like a clue. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, look like someone dragged it from the garage, into the garage from somewhere else. Examine the robot, leave the robot alone. Pre-apocalypse military robot appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight and is missing some of its weapons. Upon closer inspection, you note that some of the bullet holes have been patched. Several of the legs show recent welding. The main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear someone has been trying to repair the robot. Well, we cannot fix the robot, so let's leave it alone. Here's probably the person that was trying to repair it. This woman is wearing a patchwork jumpsuit and leather tool belt. Her pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wire, and bits of circuit boards. Looks like this Wastelander made her living by scavenging and repairing electronics. She would have felt right at home in an old garage like this. And we don't have first aid, so we'll leave the corpse alone. Alright, so that's that room. Alright, look what having all that perception did. We found a booby trap. So let's get our sniper in here.
If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armor.
Actually, I want to get something a little more precise than the shotgun. Alright, that was that. So we got rid of that booby trap. And we'll get this guy in here. And there's another booby trap. So we'll go back to the first guy. Alright, and we got rid of that booby trap. So now we can switch back to the sniper rifle. And get this guy in here to open this up. Frag grenades. Massive data wipe several decades ago. Pretty standard. And a little bit of ammo. Alright, so that's everything in this room. So that's this wing of the base is kind of finished. Now we can go over here.
Pretty grand in here. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall, museum or something. Or a handball court.
Alright, do you hear what I hear? I hear snarling animals. So we'll equip the heavy machine gun here. No, don't do that.
Don't mind us. We're troubleshooters.
Alright, that's why it's a good idea to start with your sniper, because you can do a sneak attack. So that's what we did there really quickly. Alright, let's talk about armor penetration, stuff like that. So I think we're going to do full damage. But with auto here, we got to move to where we're clear. And we can shoot. And we can't even reach this guy. So we are going to set up an ambush. We're gonna we'll move this guy to here, and we'll also set up an ambush. We can actually engage with harm, so we'll just attack. And he's pretty messed up.
Oh, thank God that's over. These combats are killing me.
Alright, well that ended well. These guys can poison you if you're not careful. They launch like a poison spine, so I want to say there's a little loot box over here in the corner. Radical Rachel. So it's a creepy doll. They have bonuses for everybody. Collecting them will benefit you for the rest of the game. So that's cool. What did archive menu? What did Radical Rachel give us here? I guess I should have looked to see how to get to the archive menu. Oh well. Alright, fallen billboard of some sort. Look, if you want to sort through this computer, you can. But without nerd stuff, you're not going to find anything on there. And we don't have that, so I'm going to skip that. I want to say there's some loot over here. Ammo. Definitely needed. And I think there's some loot over here. More bones. Alright, ammo, money, some other stuff. So definitely good to check out. Alright, that is this room. Moving on to the next room
This must have been
here.
the mess hall. Better get this up and running pronto. Keeping your people well fed is probably the easiest way to keep them loyal.
Food on these tables is cold and partially eaten but not rotten. It's clear someone recently fled mid-meal. Wonder who that was. Do we see some toaster repair over there? We do, and this is why you should get that toaster repair up if you're into toasters. So we will repair the toaster here with auto. And we got a Tarzan token, which come to use later, and a toaster repairman's badge, which gives you +1 to toaster repair. So we will take all of those. Does that guy have a thing? He does. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him the toaster repairman's badge. And we will go give this to this guy. And so everybody has a little utility token now. So that's good. Go to the next spot.
Please, don't shoot.
This woman is gaunt, her clothes ragged. She is surrounded by a group of bedraggled vagrants who watch you with fear and mistrust.
Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals.
We're the Rangers. Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us, but you're not beholden to them.
She shoots a fearful look at Quan, but he doesn't seem to notice. Where are you from? Did you set off the security system? Can't you go live in the city? Alright, you can stay. Sorry, but you have to leave. Look, at the end of the day, everybody, again, each decision you make here is up to you. But Quan is correct when he says it will lead to problems with your recruits. So I would just kick them out and get it over with.
Of course. That's what I knew you'd say.
So we got a -5 to our reputation.
We'll go to the city then. Beg for food like the others do. Won't be any more trouble for you. Come on, everyone. Gather up your things.
Alright, that's probably who left the food in the cafeteria. Brigmaster key for when you want to mingle with some lawbreakers. Terminal displays information about the base's systems. Everything appears normal for the moment. Check recent activity logs. Comb through the logs until you have a list of recent activations. Alright, looks like somebody activated the system. And then somebody got locked out. But there's a person laying here on the ground. I don't want to keep using the computer. The body of a young man lies twisted on the ground. He wears shabby clothes. He's been dead long enough for the body to go cold, but not long enough to rot. So this is probably one of the people up there. We will search the body using perception. The man was carrying nothing but the clothes he wore on his body, and they're tattered and grimy. His shoes have holes in their soles. In one of his pockets, you find a half-eaten, sweet-smelling mushroom. Alright, that's that. For some reason I thought there was more there. Alright, so unlock the gate here, and there's some bones we can loot to get a moldy sock. There's something living there and it ain't your foot. Alright, anything else? Any of these other cages? Alright, apparently not. Alright, let's go talk to the prisoner. Waving at you through the bars of a cell is a pale, rail-thin man with matted hair and fraying, faded clothes. He gives you a lazy, glassy-eyed grin.
Hey, dudes. Hi. Well, what's up? Haven't seen you before. Have I?
I don't really want to give this guy any information. So we'll say we're the new landlords. We're in charge here now.
Oh, wow. Wowie. New landlords. That's cool, man. Cool. I hope taking over's going good for you. What brought you out here?
Sorry, that's top secret.
Oh, sure. Top secret. So you're part of some important organization, huh? You look like you're can see it in your pretty eyes. Do you have, more people in your group?
You know, we're not going to answer his questions. We're going to ask him questions. So we've got a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, man, of course. I don't mind. Ask me whatever.
What's your name? How long have you been here? Why are you in there? What happened with this dead refugee? Do you want us to let you out, or we could just kill him? We'll start with what happened to this dead refugee.
Oh man, that's some wild stuff. So a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and freaked out and starts messing with that computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine, and he falls down, and then all these sirens and flashing lights. It was horrible, man. Like, it made it really hard to sleep, you know? Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in.
So we know from the computer log that presumably that guy got locked out, so it doesn't seem like he could have been killed by the computer. Plus, he had the half-eaten mushroom in his pocket. Logs on the terminal show there's a power surge, like you said, but also several attempts to access the computer afterwards.
While those alarms were going off? How'd that happen?
Not very convincing. We'll ask again who's trying to access the computer after the power surge.
Well, that guy, he fell over onto the computer machine after the flash. Maybe he landed on the buttons, or on the thing with all the little buttons.
That's not how that works, guy.
Or, oh shit, man. Do you think someone snuck in here while I was sleeping and fiddled with those buttons? A prowler lurking about? That's some scary stuff, man. Yikes.
So what's your name? How long have you been here? We'll ask him that. How long have you been here?
Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. Like, there's no windows or clocks in here, you know? Hard to keep track of when the day starts or ends. Anyway, a long time. Long enough for other groups, other people to come and go.
How have you survived?
You know, man, I got everything I need in here to keep on. Little crack in the ceiling over there drips some water. So I just gotta lick the wall when I'm thirsty. And, you know what they say about dark, damp spaces, man. Mushroom grow there, man. So I added a little self-made fertilizer. Those mushrooms are growing good.
You've been living off of wall water and mushrooms?
Yeah, man, yeah. Yum, yum. Oh, yeah, and bugs, when they come by. Buzzy crunchers and climby snappers and skittery two-bites and running gushers. Sometimes roly poppers and hoppy specks. Once a squirmy slurp. That was a good day, man.
Yikes.
But yeah, mainly mushrooms.
We found a half-eaten mushroom in the corpse's pocket.
Oh, yum. Mushrooms are the best, man. So many flavors. And they grow everywhere and grow easy. I love them. there were poisonous ones.
So this guy probably fed a poisonous mushroom to the dead guy over there. Do you want us to let you out?
Oh man, yes, please. Very much.
Your call on this one, Rangers, but really, I just let nature take its course here, if you know what I mean.
I don't know about that, Quan.
I'd really like to get out of here. Really.
He tricked that guy and killed him with a poison mushroom, so I think we should just kill him.
Oh man, just like everybody else. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you around. Maybe.
Oh,
hey, hi again. What can I do for you?
I hate to say it, folks, but justice in a land like this is best administered at the end of a gun, so... He killed a refugee, not that we're in love with refugees or anything, but... Keeping him in jail isn't going to prevent him from killing more people, so... It's easier just to kill him. Alright, anything else in here? No. So that should finish off the second half of this thing here.
Don't trouble yourselves. We'll be gone when you come back.
Alright, well I wanted to tell her we found her dead friend, but I guess that don't matter. Alright, so that's everything. So now that we've surveyed the base, we're gonna get ready to go downtown. Anyway, I will see you on the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. You did hit that like button, folks, and take care.